What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video I am bringing you guys my first bronzer hunt in this new year 2019, and it's going to be published in January during my 4 to 5 videos a week month. You know, I'm really living it up this month. But anyways, today I'm going to be doing a review on this bronzer right here. It is the Sun-Kissed Giant Bronzer in Dark. I do already have it on my face, so you guys kind of get to see a brief preview of this bronzer. This is what it looks like. This is the dark version. They also have a medium version, but I didn't keep it because it was clearly too light for me, and I have a best friend that I like to spoil on things like that. So if you guys are interested in seeing how this bronzer applies on my skin and how it wears throughout an 8-hour day on my combination oily skin, then just keep watching. Hey guys, so like I said in intro, today is going to be my first bronzer hunt in this month, this year, and today I'm going to be doing this bronzer right here. It's my Sun-Kissed Giant Bronzer in Dark. I have talked about this bronzer. I actually had it in my top 5 bronzers, which should have already been published. I will link that up in the cards. And yeah, I just kind of want to show you guys what this bronzer does to me. I already have my base done. I have my foundation, which I'm actually doing a review on a foundation, so I will have that review down below. I also already have my base set with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I actually use the contour shades to set my face because I have such a cool undertone in the winter, and I use the shade part to highlight my face. I already have my brows done, and now it is time for bronzer. So when using this bronzer, I do have to make sure to use the darker part along with the lighter part. The lighter part helps it to blend into my skin, but the darker part helps it to show up. So I'm just gonna do what I've always done and just dip right here in this section. I like to kind of dip under the bottom just to make sure I have a good amount. And then you see how it's so pigmented? The dark part is really dark, so you do have to make sure to blend it in. Otherwise, you'll look a wee bit crazy. And I might look crazy right now. Do not worry. I will get it together. I just like to get the darker part really on my skin so it's actually showing up. And then we will work on getting this nice and blended onto my face. So I really do reach for this bronzer more so in the winter because I prefer a cooler to more neutral bronzer in the winter, seeing as my undertone really does go cooler in the winter. So depending on how you are, you may or may not be in that same boat as me. So now I think this is as blended as I can get with this. And then what I like to do is go in with my face setting brush and just kind of lightly go over everything. Now, that is the bronzer on my complexion. You can definitely see it. I definitely had to blend it out because it was a wee bit strong. Oh, I didn't do my nose. I like to just fakely bronze contour something on my nose. I'm not super precise about it. I just kind of dab over my nose, call it a day. But I will come back after I've completely finished my face so you guys can see what this bronzer looks like with the rest of my face. So yeah, I'll be right back. Hey guys, so I am now done. I've got my full face together. As you can see, this bronzer really did work with my complexion. And if you're darker than me, it might be even better because as you could see, that darker part of the sun really did make a huge difference when you use that. But I really do enjoy this bronzer. It was one of my first bronzers that I found. I found it off of Oh, she changed her name recently, but I think she changed it to just Tammy Clark. Because that's her full name. I will have her linked down below. But yeah, if you guys are interested in seeing how this wears, I will come back in 8 hours to give you guys an update, to show you guys that if it still sits on my face, if it doesn't, etc, etc, etc. Alrighty guys, peace. Hey guys, so it is now the 8-hour mark of me having this bronzer on my skin, and as you can see, I definitely always recommend to look up at the higher points and in my cheeks. It has faded, I'm not gonna lie, but it still did a good job for the length of time that it was on my face. I don't find that a lot of bronzers really stick onto my face all day. The only bronzer that I felt like that does happen is the ColourPop bits and pieces bronzer. Because that's so orange based, I can really still see that throughout the day, and my oil does not completely break it down. Now as you can see, I am starting to get slightly oily in my outer zones, which generally is not the best sign, but I did use a beauty blender today, so that doesn't help with my combination skin. Otherwise, I do enjoy this bronzer. I think it's a really good bronzer, and if you're not wearing the bronzer for 8 hours, or you don't expect it to be as vibrant and impactful as it was the first time that you put it on, I think this is a good bronzer, let alone it's good for the price. I was able to find it on Amazon, so I will definitely link that listing down below for you guys. But other than that, I think that's all I have to say about the bronzer. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always y'all, it has been real. Peace.